Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tommy and today we're going to be doing a basic get ready with me. Without further ado, I guess let's just hop right in. I will be starting with the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I'm just going to give myself a good spritz all over. If you don't want to use a traditional primer, you can definitely use this as like a lightweight base. It also works amazing as a setting spray. Now that is all on there, we'll just grab our fan. So refreshing. I love that product. Okay, next we are going to be going in with the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation. I don't know if you guys can see. The bottle is kind of messy, but I use this a lot. It is a very good drugstore foundation. The coverage is amazing. I like the finish because I don't like the dewy wet look as much. I like to go for matte. I also usually don't put it on my hand. I just shake it with my finger over the top, put it on my finger, and then dab it on as I go. I just think it's easier for me, honestly. If you want to put it on your hand, you do you, boo-boo. So now that we have everything applied, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my beauty blender before you guys get at me for how much foundation is in this. I just used this morning to do a look, so yes, I cleaned my beauty blender. And we're just gonna go ahead and dab and bounce the blender all over. I have seen people that smear back and forth. I'm not really a huge fan of that. I think it looks better when you just bounce the blender all over. Now that we have our face blended, I'm going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. I can flip it over for you guys and see that. It is in the shade NW15. I'll be using a large foundation brush. This one happens to be Bare Minerals, but honestly you can use just a large foundation brush, and I go in and I just do circular motions. This helps set the foundation and it gives you a really seamless blend. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I do it everywhere but my forehead, and I will explain why in just a moment. Now that we are done with that step, we are going to go in with some setting powder. I do bake my forehead because, as you can see, I literally just put my foundation on and there's already creasing going on in my forehead. It's a problem that I've had since I started makeup. I don't know, maybe I just have loose skin. Anyways, long story short, what I do to fix that is I go ahead and I blend out the creases as best I can with my foundation beauty blender, and then I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder. It's just a clear baking powder, pretty affordable. I want to say it was only $8. So I just go in with another, I don't use the same one because that's just asking for trouble. So I'm using another beauty blender and I just dab that in the area that I have the creasing problem. Next, we're going to be going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Beige. And I usually just go 2 swipes underneath my eyes because we have to pretend that we sleep. And in between my brows, just to lighten everything up. So just go under the eye, right there. In between the brows. I don't use a lot. This concealer is very, very, I didn't want to say it, pigmented, very strong, very well made. You don't need to use a lot of it. And then to blend it out, as you can see, I'm using the Foundation Beauty Blender, not the one that I used for baking powder. That one's separate. And we're gonna go ahead and just blend out the under eye. Now that that part is done, we are going to go in with contour. And for contouring today, we'll be using the Clinique Chubby Stick. I really do like this. It's very easy to apply, but there is a downside. Okay, I've used this not that many times, so let me show you guys. So this is all the way in, and that's all the way out. That's all the product you get, and it's not cheap either. Like, seriously, can we play? I'm at a loss for words. Honestly, it's a great product, but there's not a lot of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with it, and we're just gonna go underneath my cheekbones, a couple dots on the nose, and just around the face, pull everything together. This is probably the easiest contour. If you want to be extra, you can start from your brows and do 2 lines going down the center and ending at a point. But today we're doing a basic Get Ready With Me, just what I do every day, and I don't do an aggressive nose contour every day. As you can see, I'm using the Foundation Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to blend in the contouring stick all around. We want to make it look like it belongs, but not like it's part of the skin, if that makes sense. You want it to give like a shadow appearance to make the structure of your face stand out. Okay, now that we are, there was a hair there. Now that we are done blending in the contour, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the highlighting. For the highlighting, I will be using the e.l.f. bronzing brush. It's just like a slanted bronzing brush, and the e.l.f. Moonlight Pearls highlighter. I absolutely love this stuff. If you guys can see, it's super pigmented. I'm just gonna do a finger swatch. Look at how blinding that is. It's absolutely amazing. It's really cheap. It's only $4. I use this stuff a lot. I just go in and I go right on top of my cheekbone, right on top of where the contour is, just to make everything pop. It's very buildable, and it lasts all day. So, I mean, this highlighter has been with me longer than most boys have, so. Also, I like to do a little bit just on the nose. It just pulls everything together. Nothing too heavy because it doesn't want to look like you're sweating, but just enough to where it brings a little pop right at the center of your face. And the cupids though, nothing too crazy. Trying to break my mirror here. Okay, now we're gonna do the eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, we're gonna do a really basic look, nothing crazy. I'll be using the Urban Decay Nocturnal Shadow Box. It's really pretty. As you can tell, there's a couple shades that I've really gone into in this. Woo! Today we'll be going in with 3 shades. 1 for the base and then 2 for the main. Nothing crazy, again, it could be an everyday routine. For the base, I'll be using ABC Gum. It's on the far left-hand side, and I'll be using, this is an Urban Decay shadow brush. It came in actually my Smoky Naked palette. Yes, that's the one. And it has a poofy side for blending and a rounded side for packing. I absolutely love this brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in and just blend out my lid. You Get it ready for some action. Next, we're going to be going in with the shade Baby. It's pretty much a red shimmer shade, reddish pink. So I'm going to go with it. We're going to go with the round packing side, and we're going to put that all over our lid, and then we blend it out. And the next shade we're going to be going into is Midnight Cowboy Rides Again. This one right here. And we're going to be going in with the poofier side of the brush for blending. We're just going to dab in a little bit. These are really pigmented. They do have a bit of fallout, I have to say, so go ahead and tap your brush after you go in. And we're just going to do the upper portion just to blend everything together, buff it out. I feel like these two shades go really well together for an everyday look. Now that we are pretty much done with shadow, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, because your girl forgot to do brows. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Chubby. This isn't a chubby stick. This is a big brow pencil. I don't know where I'm at today. The big brow pencil in the shade Fling, and I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. So for this one, I usually just do one line up, a line underneath, and a line on top, and I go ahead and fill it in. So now that the brows are done, I think my bake has been on my face long enough. So we're going to go in with the MAC 460 SE. It's just kind of the poofy blush brush, I'm assuming. No idea. And we're just going to wipe off our bake. At this time, hopefully, we'll have set enough to hold our lines in place for the remainder of the day. Will it? Probably not. Usually fails me around 4 p.m., but we shall see. Okay, next, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my shadow. So a lot of people I've seen, they do like the whole finger thing, and I'm not about that life. I think it really messes up the foundation. So what I usually do is I go in with the same concealer that I just used, and I just dab a little bit on each side. And then I go in with the Foundation Beauty Blender, and I just buff it to match the line that I want. Normally what I go for is lining up with my tip of my brow. I think that's a really nice look. You can do it pretty much however you want. I just don't recommend the finger method because I don't think it looks very nice. But again, personal opinion, you do you. Now, we will be doing our second highlight. Most people don't need to be this extra, but I am. We'll be going in with the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Soft Frost. I absolutely love this highlighter. It is on the pricier side of things, but you don't have to use a whole lot. I just like to use it to give it an extra little pop. And I also use it for bringing everything together near the end. I will also be using the MAC 575 SE, just a little tiny brush here. And we're gonna go into the highlighter. And I use this for highlighting underneath my brow. And I just think it really brings everything together. If you go right underneath the brow. And you don't necessarily want to connect it to your actual highlight, but you want it to be symmetrical with underneath your brow in proportion to your actual highlight. Symmetrical probably isn't the word I'm looking for, but I hope you know what I mean. Now that we are done with that, it is time for mascara. Can't go anywhere without lashes. We are not going to be doing liner or lashes today because I personally think that takes way too much time for like an everyday thing. So we're just going to go in with some mascara. This is the MAC Twisted Lash Mascara. I really love the applicator wand. As you can see, it's very flexible, and the brush bristles are not too long, and that helps me from not getting mascara all over my face. Now that I have both upper lashes done, I'm going to be going in with the Urban Decay Lash Tool. I absolutely love this. I use it for separating my lashes after I do my first coat of mascara. I think it really brings out your natural volume and deep clumps. Because one of my biggest pet peeves is clumpy mascara. So we're going to fix it. So now that we have combed through our lashes, we're going to go ahead and do one last coat and then do the bottom lashes. And for the last part of our look, we're using the MAC lipstick in collaboration with Nicki Minaj in the shade The Pinkprint. I absolutely love this lipstick. I think it's really beautiful. It glides on really smoothly, stays on, great formula, highly recommend it. Okay, and with that, the look is complete. So I hope you enjoyed my basic glam tutorial. Again, thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I hope to put out new videos every Monday. Don't hold me to that. Still new in this. But anyways, follow my social media links and I will see you next time. Bye!